Hello again everyone, and welcome to Time Traveler's Coin Exchange. Tonight we're going to be looking at a roll of Flying Eagle cents. There's 50 of them in flips, so they're all in flips. These are, I believe, the last of the collection that I have left after selling off a ton of it. I used to have like 5,000. It appears I have around 1,000 flipped. I have more. I just have to find them, and then I'll make some more videos for you guys. But hope you guys enjoy. Most of these, or all of them, are going to be 1857 and 1858, considering that's pretty much the years that these were made. There's 1856, but if I had 1856, the whole show would be about the 1856, because they're like, I think like $6,000 for like a really beat up one. Welcome Logan, welcome Coin Collecting with Tyler. Oh, awesome. Someone else said they got their prize as well today, so it looks like you guys both, I got them both mailed at the same time, you guys both got them at the same time. That's awesome. Sweet. And I put up another $10 prize today, another scavenger hunt prize for people. And I will, I'm pretty much caught up. I have one more PCGS slab here to make a video of, and like maybe 15 in the mail right now. And so I will be going through drawers and just pulling out stuff. My goal here in the next couple months is basically everything that's raw that I'm not going to get graded. I'm going to either put up for sale on eBay or do as giveaways here, or somewhere in between. So there should be a lot more stuff coming. But for tonight, we'll look at these 50 Flying Eagle cents, and these will be going up for an auction. So at the end of the stream tonight, I will post this probably tomorrow, considering it'll be late to post on eBay. But I hope that you liked your coins, Logan, and there will be more. And I usually don't post non-small or large cents on my eBay store, and so I think when I get those in bulk collections, I'm going to put them up. I like your new logo, Tyler. It looks like you have moved up denominations. You're now in the Franklin $50 crew. Looks good. Did you have someone design that for you? Did you work on that yourself? But this Flying Eagle here is the first one we're going to look at. And it looks like it's got pretty nice details. It's a pretty good looking Flying Eagle. I bought this one raw. This one almost looks gradable. There's like a couple little rim dings on it. And I'm not 100% sure. I mean, the surface is pretty dark here. It looks pretty original. It looks like there's a little blow to the breast. I'm curious about these little raised things underneath the eagle. You're just like racing up 550. You're gonna win it, Logan? Well, you never know. I don't know if it's you who has, I definitely can see, I can see how many views per hour I get. And I could definitely tell you guys there are at least 2 or 3 people that look, either some people are joyriding through the videos for the fun of it, or some people are really, really searching. I mean, there's 3 $10 prizes up, there's a $5 prize, and then there's one, I can see at least 3 coin prizes. I can't remember if there's 3 or 4, I really just need to like look it up. But like if someone watched every single video and paid attention, it's worth like $35 plus some coins. So not the worst, but I think I have over 24 hours of videos. So if there's more than one person doing it at the same time, it would, basically come down to luck. This one's definitely got some graffiti here. Nice, it looks good. Yeah, I could probably do some coins or something. I don't know. I was going to say, if you had eBay, you could purchase something on my eBay store. worth the amount of money. But if you don't have PayPal, you probably couldn't pay. You probably couldn't pay on eBay. Maybe you could pay. Well, you wouldn't need to pay, I guess, is what. But it's like, yeah, but we could definitely figure out something. I mean, it's definitely easier for me to give away coins. The main thing is it costs me money to ship the coins. And that's why doing like the PayPal, I'm actually able to give larger prizes, because otherwise I'm just, I could give a $5-6 coin away, or I could give someone $10 PayPal and they could get a $10 coin. Or they could buy a bunch of candy bars. Whatever makes them happy. Nice. That'll look really nice. Yeah, I should get something. Like I don't know, like just something to like keep my desk neat. This one definitely has an interesting rim. It's like missing all of the ribbing. It almost looks like there's a small lamination error up there, which is kind of curious. Maybe we can zoom in on this one at the end. I definitely noticed that the reeded edge, I don't know, I don't think it quite counts as reeded edge because it's going inwards. I think reeding is when it's going around the edge of the coin like a quarter. We'll call them notches, but I know that they have a name. That one might be interesting to look at. Nice, coin roll hunting is really fun. I'm gonna do some coin roll hunting here, like, it's like, I know the coin vault, it's kind of like all the stuff I pulled out of the coin roll hunting, but just coin roll hunting itself is fun. But I promised myself no more coin roll hunting until I deal with the 10 to 15 years worth of stuff that I collected from coin roll hunting. And so it's like I have to, it's like you find cool stuff coin roll hunting. Kind of the problem with it, it's like you can find like tons of stuff worth a quarter to $1 to a few dollars, and occasionally you find something really nice. But it's like figuring out what to do with it all while, feeling like it's made it all worth the time. Random. That was random, Tyler. We can definitely say that. But coin roll hunting's fun. I really enjoy watching, like, say, Rob finds treasure. I enjoy watching his channel. I enjoy big flips. I enjoy copper coins. What is it? Is it JD's Variety Channel? Like, I've definitely watched a lot of coin roll hunting shows, and I enjoy it. It totally gives me that feeling like I am roll hunting myself. It totally makes me want to like hunt. But it's like I gotta, this one's got a nice hole in it. I definitely gotta figure out, I need to make room. Like, that's pretty much it. But I love the feeling. I love finding treasure. I like, just watching the shows. I like watching people find treasure. It makes me happy to see people find stuff and get excited about it. It gets me excited the same way. It's like I used to watch like storage auctions and storage war shows, and like I started going in like buying auctions and like going to auctions and storage units and buying, and then like my house filled up to the point where everything was full and I just couldn't do it. Then I watched hoarders and I was like, oh, that'll be me. And so it's like, that's one of the reasons I like coins, is that they're really small and they don't take up a huge amount of place. You can have your hobby fit on a shelf. But I don't know, some hobbies, like you could fill up a house, you could fill up multiple houses. Like I know people who do like storage auctions, and then they have like whole, they own half the store, or they rent half the storage units at storage yards just to put all their stuff. It's ridiculous. I don't know, like I like to live lightly. I'm kind of a minimalist, but I'm kind of like stuck with stuff. I like the different like coin roll hunting shows because there is, I don't know, you learn stuff. You know, it's like you watch other people to find stuff, you get to learn about stuff, and then it helps when you're going through coins and it gives you more knowledge. I feel like I get the most um, copper coins. I feel like I come back from every episode and I feel like I've learned things that like seriously help me in the hobby. And I know, Tyler, you were saying that his was like 18 plus and stuff, but hopefully he is still doing what he's doing, or at least I don't see why you can't. Like, there's nothing adult other than like maybe it's just mature conversation, as in it's like staying business oriented. Like, there's no cursing, there's no swearing, there's no adult stuff going on other than people are being serious. But they're being serious about the hobby, and you know, maybe he doesn't allow people in on maybe he doesn't allow people in on the auctions, or see, I don't even, I guess people just reserve the right to say 18 plus, but there's no reason you can't watch the videos afterwards and learn from them. Like, they're awesome. Like if like you're interested in numismatics, like he's awesome. And if you like, you know, varieties and stuff, he's really, really awesome. Here's a nice smooth eagle. You get silly at night. Are you I should know. I know, Logan, I mailed a package out from you. I should know what part of the country you're at. I just don't know if it's like midnight where you guys are or if it's 9 o'clock like it is here. But you guys get silly at night. I should do streams a little bit earlier, which you guys asked me to, because you guys said it was late for you. As long as you guys are having fun, you guys keep me smiling. Thank you. This one is definitely curious. I mean, it's definitely been banged up. These ones always make me wonder what happened to them. Same time like me. Well, if I was still drinking coffee, I would be doing. I'm trying to come down off all my coffee this time at night, diluting my caffeine level with a little bit of water, just enough so that I can sleep. It's random things. It's time for something completely different. Completely random, folks. Everybody get ready. It's starting now. Yeah, I get silly at night too. I don't know, like within about, like that's why I usually don't stream past midnight. It's just because, I don't know, I get silly. I don't know if you guys have ever seen any of my streams that go past midnight. I used to just make it a rule not to. But like occasionally I've just been like burning the candle on both ends, and yeah, it gets kind of silly. Like you guys get to see a little bit more of my personality. And you guys get to see me rant a little bit. I don't think I'll be staying up past midnight tonight, but you never know. I haven't done an episode of The Coin Vault Has Opened in over a week, and that would be kind of fun. But I think I've only got a few more nights of flipped coins. The Coin Vault has opened. Well, someone tried to hold this coin, but apparently it was a little bit late at night and they misjudged their punch. It is amazing. It almost looks like it was acid or something. Like, you know, like they did a really good job, other than the fact, you know, the coin's not all roughed up, but they kind of missed, kind of did it in the wrong spot. I mean, unless they cut in. That's an interesting cut, though. Oh, laugh reveal. Singing classics, Tyler. This one here looks pretty nice. That little tiny ding at the beak. You know, these are really old. It's always amazing that, like how often do we just drop a coin? Like every time I like reach in my pocket to get something, like coins fall on the ground. I'd say this one would be gradable other than that little rim ding, and I don't know, maybe I'd get away with it. Does not look like we'll be doing another roll of Flying Eagles here. I have been putting in bids at auctions. I'm thinking about picking up a few thousand more of them, just because when I did have 5,000 of them, they did sell really well. I mean, I don't know how many of these videos or rolls I did. I want to say it's like 10 or around 10, including this one. So I was able to sell off about 80%, no problem. And I'm not sure how many, maybe I still have some. I know I ran into a bunch the other day. Like that, I found like a couple stacks just sitting on the shelf. I'm like, what are these? Oh, they're Flying Eagles, cool. But yeah, I think I might like pick up a couple thousand more of these. That's just hard, you know, it's like trying to take over the proof coin marketplace. It's like I already have gotten about a third of the proof wheat cents. And so I've got that going, and then I've been buying up all the early proof memorial cents created by PCGS. And then it's like, I don't know, it's like I'm just in so many different subcategories of coins. And then I'm thinking about branching out to nickels, dimes, quarters, and half dollars, and just everything. And just, you know, I feel like I just need to take over eBay, the entire US coins and currency. But then at the same time, why stop with the US currency? Why not go world coins too? It's just a matter of time. This one almost looks gradable here on the front. Like the flips are all having a dominoes effect. So I just picked this one up and they're like dun 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 dun. This one almost looks gradable. Nice even. For pour one, not too many. I mean, like a bunch of these Flying Eagles are possibly pour one. Graded, I probably have less than a half dozen pour ones. Like a pour one is actually harder than you think to get, because by the time a coin has been that worn down, it's been subjected to so much damage that could like disqualify it from being clean or from being gradable. It's like way more difficult. Like, you know, it's like you'd probably send in a bunch of coins, like if you were trying to get pour one. I don't know if anyone tries to get pour one. But I know that there's like a lowball set, which is a PCGS registry set that you're attempting to get the lowest set possible, the lowest average grade set. And so people actually try to collect the lowest. It's like kind of like, I think it's kind of a joke. but it's like a hard thing to do. So it's kind of interesting. But I think Logan, I think you asked, I think I saw a comment today saying like, oh, it's just a smooth hunk of metal, you should give it to me. And yeah, I remember making that video. I think it was like the 1796 large cent, and it's just like, there was like, it was pour one, and there was like no detail on the front or back, and I was just like all excited. And it's like, you know, then I get to show you guys what I'm actually looking at, and it's just, it's a smooth hunk of metal. A really old smooth hunk of metal that, like, because you can just barely see the date, it is gradable. It was like a smooth, it was like a planchette with like a 96 on it. It's just hilarious. This one, it's like, the only thing I feel like it's like acid or something. Like someone tried to like clean it off. It's too bad. This one looks like it's been plugged. So it's, you know, somebody hold it. And then it looked like they plugged it. Which, like, I was curious about. Like, I mean, I'm guessing that's like just some sort of solder or pewter or something, lead. But in one of the books I was reading, it was talking about like someone wanting to make like copper coins that then had like little pieces of silver in them. Like basically like a silver plug to give it value, to like basically make, you know, like make like pennies and stuff actually have the silver, you know, like it would be like 100th of a silver piece or something like that, to like make like fractional silver pieces. But you know, you couldn't just have like a little tiny thing of silver, so they would like plug them in. Seemed like a cool idea. And I heard the stock market is like back to like where like it's erased all 2020 losses. Like that is pretty crazy. It's like basically another, I've just read that it's like been like the largest transfer of wealth. It's like basically like all the big companies and the 1% just like bought up all of the people, like all the small businesses, all the small restaurants, all the small companies, they all just got wiped out. And then like the big companies got to like buy up everything off of the small companies. It was just like amazing. It's like really crazy when you think about it, like how, you know, all the big companies were like totally leveraged for this. I guess they did a good job running a business, but it's just amazing how like a pandemic like this, just a few months, just closing down for a month, like we're gonna see some real effects in here. The rich are gonna be fine, that's for sure. Wowzers. What's going on with this one? You know, that's obviously missing some stuff. Then there's like this, like I can feel it. It's like a big bump. I know, we'll check out the reverse. I'm assuming that's not a cud. Oh, there's a chunk there. And there's like a big chunk there. Whoa. That was like huge. I don't know if that's like solder or if like this is just like a crazy planchet. I mean, I don't see any strike in it. It is interesting how the rest of the coin is. I gotta clear Instagram here. Yeah, I don't know what's up with this coin. It's like really got like, you know, it's like not quite a cud because it's not on the edge of the coin. Is it like, you know, does that qualify as a die chip? I don't know. If anybody knows, let me know if you're watching this video on later on, or anyone in the channel. I mean, my guess is that it was added on to it afterwards. But that's a lot of metal. A lot of metal just be sitting on there. I've never seen something that big. Obviously, I saw it once before, considering I flipped the coin, but I forgot I'd even seen that thing. Normally, my memory is pretty good when it comes to coins. Looks like I got a bunch more proof coins, some proof cellos coming in the mail. So we can look through some like early 1960 proof rolls of mint cellos. And I kind of enjoy those because there's quite often times like really beautiful toned proof coins. And I guess that's the other thing. It's like I'm wanting, you know, I'm thinking about buying up all the Flying Eagles on eBay again and trying to drive up the price, but at the same time I want to get into grading, and I wish I could do bulk Flying Eagles. I'd love to do these. I can sell graded Flying Eagles all day long, like, and I can sell them for good money, even if they were, you know, but I can't get them graded in bulk, which is the silly thing. This one looks gradable. You know, it wouldn't be a high grade, but, you know, like when I have tons and tons and tons of these lower grade ones, it's harder than you think, even in a lower grade, to find these coins that are still gradable. You know, it's like you see a bunch on eBay, but then you get them in person, and you know, the things that you couldn't see on the pictures. You know, there's so much money to be had if you have the eye and can like see coins for what they are from pictures. But more times than not for me, when I get the coins in person, it's like obvious they've been cleaned, or they're just, you know, you miss something. Just, you know, when you look at a coin like that, sometimes, you know, the air doesn't pop, or the like scratch or gouge doesn't show up unless you turn it at a certain angle. But like, you know, for people that are able to do that, it's like there is so much money. I guess it's like coin shows, that's where it really comes to. I haven't gotten to go to coin shows because they don't have them anywhere near me. And the amount of money I normally have that I'd be able to spend at a show, you know, normally I have less than $100 in my bank account thanks to my coin addiction. But it's like, you know, so to travel to a show, I would be spending about as much money as I had, and that just doesn't really make sense. But you know, you got to spend money to make money. So if you know, I spend the money and then I turn it over as fast as I can. You know, it's like sometimes hanging on to something makes sense to make money if you're in it for the long run, and sometimes, you know, flipping things as fast as possible. It's like someone was practicing smashing coins with this one. Someone got their new die press. They're like, smash, smash, smash. I think. That's like cleaved up. Interesting one there. I mean, what's interesting is like those are really good strikes into the coin. Like those are heavy blows. And I'm not seeing them punch out the back or like push out the coin. And I think we should look at that one up close. I don't know, maybe we should look at that cud one too. The thing was pretty crazy. Yeah, what happened to my like late night random craziness? Where'd you guys go? It looks like someone tried to like saw this one in half. Tried to poke a nail through it. Interesting, it's like a square nail or like a diamond shaped nail. Oh, there's a counter stamp on the center there. There's a big W. Somebody was doing some practice work. Interesting. I almost thought about getting like maybe I could do it. Get like a stamp that like Time Traveler's Coin Exchange, and then like just a hammer, like any of my change I get, just hammer Time Traveler's Coin Exchange into it. Seems like it would be fun. I don't know if that would be considered defacing government property, but it sure would be cool. People would be like, what is this Time Traveler's Coin Exchange? But I mean, it's like, I guess, you know, it's like people have stamped coins, you know, counter stamp them. It's a way to claim ownership. There's some corrosion on that one. Someone tried to cook the eagle. I think I guess maybe that's why, like I've seen different coin roll hunters, they'll put like a sticker on the coin rather than like draw on the coin or something. And like, I don't know if it's just that, like I feel like they do it so that they can tell if they go to a bank, they can tell if they're getting the same box that they dropped off, so that they don't coin roll hunt the same, you know, like box over and over again. Or if it's so that they're not actually like defacing the coin. We're getting to see all the different kind of damage that can happen to a coin. There's a lot of different kinds of damage. This one almost looks like it's a little bit lower here. It might just be a darker color, giving it the illusion. Oh, this one is, I believe, a snow variety here. If you guys can see, I believe, if you guys see, I used to try to pick these up whenever I could. I can't remember. It's been too long. But like this little place over here, I believe if we zoom in, the C and the A are doubled, and there's a couple other places. I believe there might be some doubling on this, but I do see people like, you know, this one is regular enough that I see people trying to fake this. But we'll take a closer look at that one up close. It should look interesting. I forgot all about those. I probably had like 50 like that. I think I paid some good money for a few of them. We'll just have to see. It's like the last roll that we looked at, there was like a bunch of the ones with like the double bow down here. And why I don't think it's like a double die per se, like it's one of those coins that people do collect just because it looks cool and it looks like a double die, It's just kind of unusual. I definitely was interested when I saw them. I probably should have been looking for different varieties like that the entire time. It's funny, this one here, like they're almost, it's probably just a scratch on the wingtip, but it almost looks like it's doubled there. Maybe we'll take a closer look at this one too. It'll only take a second. So I'll zoom in at the end because there's 5 or 6 of them. I probably should have been pulling out more because there has been some kind of interesting looking ones. And even the damage on some of these has been really interesting. It's like I couldn't tell you, you know, it's not really going to help to zoom in probably. Almost kind of looks like a cud, like it's a little bit raised there. Could just as easily be rim damage. Maybe we'll zoom in. If it is a cud, that would be cool. I'm not sure. This one has like said like 50. It does have a little bit of a toning. It looks like a little bit of luster. Can't quite. My camera really does not show toning and luster. Let's go look at it under the light. It's not real crazy. It just looks like it's kind of like, it looks kind of glossy and like bright. Yeah, I don't see anything about this coin that says I'm a $50 coin. You know, it's okay. Yeah, don't see anything that says I'm a $50 coin on it. This is not one of my flips. It says net good for. Let's check it out. What do you guys think? Looks pretty dirty. Looks like almost like ink. Looks like it was probably cleaned around the date there. So I don't know about good for. Maybe good for details. It looks like most of the higher devices were cleaned to give contrast, and that really did not help it out. Yeah, it'd be fun to like just look through all of them for different snow varieties. There's quite a few. It's also harder to look through varieties for like older coins when they've lost a lot of their details. When you know all the different markers, it definitely gets easier. Looks like this one has been, I wouldn't say counter stamped, I would say graffitied. Looks like an H and an L. Can't quite see if there's more. Does it say whole? There's an A over there. What's going on this coin? AA. Somebody trying to be a graffiti artist. I don't know if they ever graduated. Not a bad hole though. I'll give them that. One of the better looking holes. It's definitely better than the hole that we saw. It's got some nice details on the reverse. Looks like it's got like maybe some ink or glue. Well, despite all the things going on with it, I would say it had more detail on it than a lot of coins that we saw. That's funny too. It's like I definitely remember picking up quite a few like uncirculated coins with a hole in it. You know, they were uncirculated details, but like, you know, everything on the coin was great, but then there was a big hole on it. And it's like, when I first started buying these out, I could get ones like that fairly cheap, you know, like 25 bucks or something like that. And now it's like, the market's finally caught up, you know, it's like, oh, there's not many uncirculated ones. Okay, well, if you want all the details, minus a little hole, like, you know, it can, you know, you just don't see really nice damaged ones at the same time. So we've got a couple of these left, and then we can zoom in and we can check out the other ones, see if we can figure out any of the mysteries. Sometimes I wonder if my chat has frozen, because you guys will like be like super talkative, and then you guys just like fall off the face of the internet. And I like wonder if I put you guys to sleep or what's going on. Is everybody having a good night? Alright, we'll give this one best hole. Looks nice and clean, good size. Decent looking older coin, but you know, they picked one that like wasn't the best of the best to hole, which it is sad when like someone takes like a really nice coin and decides to put a hole in it. It's like, come on, there's plenty of beat up ones to do that with. But I feel like a lot of people like to make jewelry with coins, and I can understand that. Alright, so wait, light first, then I'm going to zoom in and we can check out some of these. I think probably just doing it like one focal length is probably, unless we can zoom in for two. So this one, yeah, it's like, I don't think it's a cud. Really can't see it too much better. What's going on with this one? Remember. Oh yeah, it was looking like the wing was just a little bit doubled right there, which it might be, or maybe that's just a scratch. I don't think it really, you know, like basically everything on the coin other than that is gone. There is a little bit of doubling there. This one kind of reminds me of I think it was like the Snow 3 double die that I have. It has a little bump there. It has the eagle, and then, you know, if we could see America, it would be doubled, and like the eye would have 3 eyes on it, and the date down here would have like massive doubling on it. But we can't see that. Unfortunately. Alright, let's see what's up next. Alright, so this one I do believe is a snow variety here. I can't remember what it is off the top of my head, if it was like a Snow 9. But there's like, but it's also funny because, you know, you have that raised area here. Like I think you guys can see it go right through the R and the I, C and the A. But normally I feel like you can see, like, normally I feel like you can see a doubling in the C and the A, like, really strong. And so that's a little confusing to me. That looks like it's just the colors. It almost looked like it dropped off there. And we could try zooming in farther and see if we can see any doubling, but I don't think we're gonna. That's harder to do. Okay, well that was that one. Those were always pretty cool. So this one had like 3 pretty good blows to it. At least they looked like. I mean, to me it looked like it was like bang, bang, bang. But then I feel like when we, maybe it is. Maybe it is kind of rounded in. And that looks like it's been, I couldn't quite tell there, but it looks like the metal has just been like pushed and stretched like it was, yeah. This coin is damaged. It just like got like squished up. Somebody was not kind to that coin. Alright, so I think that I was curious about this one. It almost kind of looked like it had a lamination error up here. The coin is kind of worn in that area. So it could be damaged, but I think that's a lamination error. Reverse for fun. Alright, and so last but not least, we'll go back and look at this one with giant pieces of metal. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, like the coin itself, there's like a lot of corrosion, very, very worn. And then there's like a hunk, you know, maybe this was a science experiment. Maybe it wasn't a campfire. But then we've got like this other giant thing, not in the same place on the reverse. Just another big chunk. And so I just don't know if this was part of the coin before. Like, my guess is this, both the front and back had to have been added to it somehow. Because I can't imagine this getting struck and like having, you know, any detail around it. It just seems like things wouldn't have gotten the detail. It's good. We can't even zoom. Right here, let's zoom in all the way, see if somehow there's anything we can tell. Not really. We'll go to the molecular level, guys. It's like we're seeing the tip of it. I mean, it does look to be copper or bronze. But that's about all I can tell. Let's zoom back out here. Turn off these bright lights. Find some focus. That was the roll of Flying Eagles for the night. Now I might have some more time here. I mean, it's still a little over 2 hours till midnight here. If I can get together another stream, maybe I'll pop back on here for another stream. But I will take some photos of some of these coins and get it ready to put up for auction tomorrow. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen one quite like this. I don't think I've ever seen another coin quite like this. with just, you know, here's it right here, and then flipped over, so it's like it should be. It's just that one's on the rim. It's not quite lined up. I mean, maybe they filled a hole. It's a messy hole, but I don't think it is. So thanks everybody for watching. I wish you guys awesome nights, and I will see you guys in the future.